Scientists hypothesize this theory after observing how all the different galaxies are moving away from our galaxy. It was so small that if one atom was divided by hundreds of millions times, it would be as small as its size. All that matter and energy started to expand outward in a relatively uniform way, with minor variations. In the early universe, radiation was so strong that colliding photons could create pairs of particles made of matter and antimatter. 380,000 years later, that the universe cooled enough for neutral atoms to form completely, and this crucial event is called as recombination. The universe continues to expand, and interestingly, this expansion is speeding up. Including humans and stars, makes up less than 5% of the remaining universe.
Hinduism does not have just one creation concept. According to the Devi Purana, when there was nothing in space, she appeared as a form of light, pure energy with consciousness. She agreed and led Shiva to take male form, while the energy took the female form.
From Shiva's stillness, Shakti, divine energy, emerged. She is also called Adi Parashakti. Before the universe was created, it existed in a state of nothingness called Pralaya. Vishnu desires creation, and from his navel grows a lotus, which gives birth to Brahma, the god of creation.
This is a simple but very informative video. This video is all about the creation of the entire universe. Let's see what science says about the creation of this universe and what our Hinduism says. Two important notes. 1. Please turn off the subtitles option in your YouTube application, as it overlaps the pre-existing subtitles of this video. 2. Whenever the summary is displayed, please pause the video and read the entire summary only if required. So, let's dive in. Over to you, dear Govinda.
Hello.
Radhe.
Hi.
According to science, the origin of creation is from the Big Bang. Scientists hypothesize this theory after observing how all the different galaxies are moving away from our galaxy at great speed in all directions, as if launched by a powerful explosion. According to this theory, there was nothing else existed except a small, hot, and dense point. And this will be referred as singularity. The universe was very small in the first 10 seconds of its existence. It was so small that if one atom was divided by hundreds of millions times, it would be as small as its size. Its density and size is up to your imagination. Do you know what is the size of an atom? If a human hair strand looks this big, a grain of sand looks this size. Similarly, the sizes of salt grain, white and red blood cell, bacteria, COVID virus follows. If you divide this COVID virus into 250 times approximately, that would be the size of an atom. If you divide an atom 100 crore or 1 billion times, that was the size of our whole universe before the Big Bang or creation. Just imagine what would it be like if our entire vast universe as it exists now was pressed, hammered and forged to the size of a mustard seed. If that mustard seed is pressed, forged again, and made invisible to the size of an atom. If that atom is pressed, forged again, to the billionth size of an atom. That was the size and density of whole universe before the Big Bang or creation. At this highly dense and powerful phase, scientists think that the four basic forces, gravity, electromagnetism, and the strong and weak nuclear forces, were combined into a single force. However, the current theories have not yet explained how this unified force would work. Then, instantly, all that matter and energy started to expand outward in a relatively uniform way, with minor variations resulting from quantum fluctuations. This swift expansion is called as inflation. It remains unclear what caused inflation. After the inflation, when the universe was just a billionth of a second old, it began to cool down. Later, the four fundamental forces, which are gravity, electromagnetism, the strong and weak nuclear forces, are separated. The basic particles of the universe also came into existence, which are quarks and leptons. As the universe expanded, this extremely hot mixture, known as quark-gluon plasma. In the early universe, radiation was so strong that colliding photons could create pairs of particles made of matter and antimatter. Many matter and antimatter particles paired up and destroyed each other. Somehow, some extra matter remained, which is what makes up people, planets, and galaxies today. After a second, the protons and neutrons were generated from the quarks. About 3 minutes later, these protons and neutrons combined to create the nuclei of hydrogen and helium. Hydrogen made up around 75% of the universe's total mass, while helium accounted for the other 25%. The universe was still too hot for electrons to join and create stable atoms. Therefore, matter existed in a charged fog, which was blocking the light. 380,000 years later, that the universe cooled enough for neutral atoms to form completely, and this crucial event is called as recombination. The universe became transparent for the first time, enabling photons to move freely. It took 180 million years long for gravity to pull together hydrogen clouds and create the first stars. Many scientists believe that large clouds of dark matter, which are still not fully understood, were key in forming the first galaxies and stars. When these initial stars lit up, their bright light was strong enough to remove electrons from neutral atoms, marking a major event, and it is called as reionization. Over billions of years, stars and galaxies have changed, leading to the creation of our Milky Way galaxy and solar system. The universe continues to expand, and interestingly, this expansion is speeding up. This acceleration is thought to be caused by a force called dark energy. Dark energy is believed to make up 68% of the universe's total matter and energy, while dark matter accounts for another 27%. Everything we can see, including humans and stars, makes up less than 5% of the remaining universe. But please note that both dark energy and dark matter is not clearly understood by the researchers yet. And this is how the universe was created, according to the science.
Hinduism does not have just one creation concept. Many texts describe the universe's creation as an ongoing cyclical process that involves stages of creation, maintenance, and destruction. According to Hinduism, this universe is just one among countless others that have been created, currently exist, and are also disappearing, similar to the modern multiverse theory. Since the concept of creation from Devi Purana is most similar to the Big Bang theory, we have selected this to elaborate in detail. There are other concepts about the creation of the universe in our Vedic scriptures, and those will be shown at the end of the video. According to the Devi Purana, when there was nothing in space, she appeared as a form of light, pure energy with consciousness. Although she was formless and genderless, we refer to her as female for this reason. Wishing to be infinite, she created Brahma and asked him to form a universe, but he refused. She then created and approached Vishnu, who also declined. She got very angry, and, in her anger, she destroyed both, and created Shiva. Since Shiva was born out of her anger, he embodied her wrath and immense power. When she asked Shiva to create a universe, he agreed but insisted that energy must take on a physical form. She agreed and let Shiva to take male form, while the energy took the female form. Shiva realized he had two brothers. He requested the supreme energy to resurrect them. She granted his wish by resurrecting them in the physical form. Shiva and Adi Shakti began a cosmic dance of creation. Their movements created the energy in all directions, causing space to vibrate and producing cosmic sounds like Om, Reem, and Krim. Their union compressed the energy into a highly dense cosmic egg or golden womb. In the Vedic scriptures, the cosmic womb is mentioned as Hiranyagarbha, which contained the universe in a singularity. And this phenomena is similar to the first step of Big Bang theory, called as singularity.
The Big Bang theory begins with the theory of the singularity. Whatever happened before the singularity is still unknown to modern science. However, our Vedic scriptures have mentioned all this perfectly.
As the cosmic dance continued, the increased vibrations magnified the sounds, resulted in the massive explosion of the golden womb or cosmic egg, and creation of the universe. Lord Brahma started creating the living beings in the universe while Lord Vishnu maintaining and balancing the universe. And this is how the universe is created as per Hinduism, especially from Devi Purana.
Creation according to Shiva Purana. Before creation, there was only Shiva, in his Nirguna state as Nirguna Brahma. Nirguna means formless and attribute-less state. Nirguna Brahma equals supreme and manifest. He is also called as Swayambhu, which means self-created. He was completely still and conscious, going beyond time, space, and the physical world. This state referred to as Sadashiva. From Shiva's stillness, Shakti, divine energy, emerged. She is also called Adi Parashakti. Shakti is the dynamic force, responsible for creation, preservation, and destruction. The union of Shiva, consciousness, and Shakti, energy, is necessary for creation to begin. From their union, the Trimurti, three principal gods of the Hindu pantheon, were created. Brahma, the creator. Vishnu, the preserver. Maheshwara or Shiva, the destroyer. Each of them was given a role in the cosmic cycle. Creation according to Vishnu Purana. Before the universe was created, it existed in a state of nothingness called Pralaya, which is a large, shapeless, and inactive emptiness, void. Only Narayana or Vishnu was exist, resting on the cosmic ocean called Kshira Sagara, on the serpent Ananta Shesha. Vishnu desires creation, and from his navel grows a lotus, which gives birth to Brahma, the god of creation. Vishnu gives Brahma the power to start creating the universe. Brahma forms the Mahatattva, the great principle or cosmic intelligence, then comes Ahamkara, ego or individuality. From these come the Tanmatras, means subtle elements, which then develop into the Mahabhutas, the gross elements, earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Next, the mind, senses, and body parts for action were created. Next, the Prajapatis means progenitors, Devas means gods, Asuras means demons, humans, and animals are created. Later, time is split into yugas, manvantras, and kalpas. Yuga means epochs. Manvantara means eras of Manu. Kalpa means days of Brahma. One kalpa is equivalent to 1 day of Brahma. At the end of each kalpa, Brahma goes to sleep and the universe fades into the cosmic ocean. A new cycle begins when he wakes, symbolizing recreation. Mahayuga equals Satya Yuga, which is 17,28,000 years, plus Treta Yuga, which is 12,96,000 years, plus Dwapara Yuga, which is 8,64,000 years, plus Kali Yuga, which is 4,32,000 years. One Mahayuga equals 43,20,000 human years. 71 Mahayugas equals 1 Manvantara. 14 Manvantras equals 1 Kalpa. 1 Kalp equals 1 day time of Brahma, which is 4.32 billion years. That is 432 crore years. 1 full day of Brahma, which is day plus night, equals 8.64 billion years. That is 864 crore years. 100 years of Brahma equals 311 trillion human years, that is 311 lakh years, and Brahma dies after his 100th year. Vishnu, Shiva and Adi Parashakti are immortals.
Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please don't forget to like, comment and share the video. There is a special request from my friend Jack. Hey Jack,